what's up, everybody? Welcome to The Stack, an extra episode for
Oh,
you guys.
yeah.
Very exciting.
What-
We are going to be talking about the last issue of Y the Last Man today. So I will say, put your spoilers on for this one because we are going to spoil the book a little bit. But, you know, it's a big issue. It's the final
Huge.
issue of a
Huge.
60-issue run. Which
I was
is-
so nervous about buying this comic.
Yeah, me too.
I really was nervous. I was like, when you love a comic so much, and the last issue came, and they delayed it for a while, you know, to raise the hype or whatever. But it was like, I really didn't want him to ruin such a great arc and such a great story.
Well, but he's had this in mind. They've had it. Brian K. Vaughan and Pia Guerra have had this end in mind throughout the whole series. So it's like,
yeah,
I
well,
trust
where
them.
they were going.
that's also kind of what I had a problem with. It was like all the like, oh my god stuff came in issues before, and this one was just kind of like almost like I'm just gonna kind of wrap things up.
Bittersweet,
Yeah.
Well, I think that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you can't, one of the big things about the series, and one of the big things Brian K. Vaughan does in general, is cliffhangers.
Yeah.
And you can't really cliffhanger the last issue of a series
You could.
at all.
It would take some chones, but you could do it, and I would respect that.
well,
Nah,
is
I
that
don't think so.
cojones?
Instead of ending with like alas and like shots of people going on doing
But
their
what are you-
everyday thing, I was like,
Okay, there's a lot of expectations for this book and a lot of things he could
Yeah.
have done.
Yes.
And basically what he did was he wrapped up the whole world. The whole
Yeah.
idea is so that nobody else can go in and be like, and then this other stuff happened.
Yeah,
and
it's
Yorick
great.
did this other thing.
well, you
it
can
ties everything
always
up
do
very
that
nicely.
if you really wanted to. I mean, if you
But-
could.
Sure.
The point is, though, that it flashes forward 60 years into the future from where it last left off. And there's some great flashbacks. There's like a really sweet scene between Yorick and 355, which is really nice, I thought.
Yeah.
Very poignant.
Yeah, I will say there's a part of me that agrees with Pete a little bit about this. We were talking about this earlier, but for those of you who read the Harry Potter series, not to be totally ridiculous, but there was the last chapter of the Harry Potter series J.K. Rowling wrote, I think, during the second book, and then just kind of had it in her drawer.
Yeah.
And when you read it, I kind of liked it. I thought it was okay, but it definitely reads like a younger writer. And for this, there were parts that felt a little forced for me, as if because they've had it in their minds the entire time, this is how it's going to end, that there was no real way of changing it once they were on their way.
Right. Well, yeah, but I feel like it's very cinematic the way this end is. It seems like the end of a movie.
The cover was very scary to me because it was like, oh my god, what if it's just a crazy guy and it was all in his head?
Well,
Like,
it's a parallel
Sure.
to the first issue. The first
Yeah.
issue
Yeah.
is Yorick with the straitjacket facing the camera, so this is Yorick in the straitjacket facing away from the camera.
Yeah.
yeah, I just, it's just one of those things where it's like when you like something so much, you don't want someone to ruin it,
Well,
which
well,
it didn't.
If
which
you love
I was
something, let
happy
it go.
about.
What would you say about the whole series? I mean, just
was amazing.
looking at now, all 60 issues.
Yeah.
Aside from the thing where he ended up with the traveling theater
Theater,
company,
yeah.
which was the worst plotline ever.
That could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
because
right.
something could happen doesn't mean we need to see it.
Touche,
You
sir.
could burst into flames.
No,
Oh.
I couldn't.
I was-
So you guys feel like the series as a whole?
Yeah, I think
Fantastic.
it was really nice, and I feel
This
like it was
looks-
backloaded a little bit. It's almost as if he ran out of time with all the stories because like so much happened in the last 5 issues.
Yeah.
And he was kind of meandering through the series in a good way, and then it was like bang, 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 and then end.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to see more, obviously, and tease it out. But as a last issue, it's great.
Yeah. And that being said, I think on a whole, in trades, all 60 issues are going to hold up
Oh,
so well.
Yeah,
when
I
people
think
go
this will
back
be
and read
talked
them.
about as one of the greats. I definitely do.
And there's going to be several movies.
Yeah, 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
was announced that there's going to be probably a trilogy
cool.
based on because the first movie's only going to be the first 14 issues of the comic.
I'm going to try to play the voice of the monkey. I'm telling you that.
How are you going
now.
to try to
Really?
do that?
I'm going to audition.
Oh.
Just because something could happen doesn't mean it should.
Also, the
man.
monkey doesn't really talk.
Shut up, man. You're just going to crush my dreams in
Why
front
would
of
they?
everybody?
Why, they could
I
just.
think you're thinking of Apu.
Yeah.
No.
Why? I think they would rather get.
You
just,
should be Aladdin.
Yeah.
I'll be Jafar.
That's perfect casting.
Yeah, I think so.
boy.
Do you
all right.
trust me?
Well,
Do you trust me?
all right, you
I
guys.
can show you the world.
All right, all right.
Don't.
All right. If you're
Why
shining,
the
shimmering-
Last Man has just ended.
That's good. That's a great song parody. Let us know what you guys thought about Why the Last Man, the whole
Yeah,
series,
please.
the last
Yeah.
issue, how you felt about the whole thing in the comments section below, and we will see you next week.